Hello, 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 and welcome to the Good Vibes Lifestyle live stream. This will be the last one for 2024. Can you believe it? I certainly can't. This year has been something else, but we've got even more something happening in 2025. So stay tuned, folks, right, as we enter this new year. Um, so this is all about the Good Vibes lifestyle, which is all about being aware of your energy, where you're vibing on the scale from fear at the bottom to love on top, and how we can raise our vibration to create the life of our dreams, really. So it's all about hashtag Good Vibes Lifestyle and about creating a movement. So I am streaming to several Facebook pages, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So please comment as um, as you see things. And I see a comment right now. So yay! So Beth Anderson Steele says, hello, hello there, Beth. It's so good to see you here. Thank you so much for watching. And I have a special guest today that I'm going to get to in just a minute. So, yes, so I'm streaming to all these places. This is live, and then you can also watch it on replay. Please still comment on wherever you watch it, whether it's on StreamYard or Instagram or the YouTube channel. But all of the shows, both Good Vibes TV and the Good Vibes Lifestyle, which is more of a podcast, lives on the at Raise Your Vibe and Thrive YouTube channel. That's our little vanity handle. So I am so excited today because I've got some innovative technology I'm able to share with you today. And I have, about a month ago, I started with these Lifewave patches, which are a it's technology using light from your body, and it stimulates stem cells, which, if you've been aware in the news, stem cells are basically the baby cells in our body that can differentiate and become whatever cells that we need to repair old cells. And this is a key to living younger, to almost reverse aging. So, being that I'm 61, when you get to this level of life, you start looking for how can I reverse some of these different things that are happening in my life, my skin, wrinkles, aches and pains, all kinds of different things, mental fog, all these different things change as we get older because our body doesn't make as many stem cells as it did when it was 25. So I have a little video to share with you right now that explains what this LifeWave technology is. So check it out.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. Lifewave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that can support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
there you have it. Lifewave is the company that makes these patches. Oops. Okay, good. And I have a very special guest today who introduced me to these beautiful patches that are, we're going to talk about the impact that what I felt over these last 30 days. And let me introduce you to Thomesa Lydon. So great to see you, Thomesa. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. I hope you had a great Christmas. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, yes, and you too. Happy holidays to you and to everyone. We're right in the middle of that holiday season, and I feel like it hasn't been as stressful as it could have been if I wasn't on these patches. So,
There is that, right?
yes, yes. So I first learned about these patches when you were on the National Good Vibes Day seminar that we did, our seminar that we did on National Good Vibes Day in October. So this is where you started telling me about these patches, and I was able to get them about a month ago. And truth be told, I ran out of them this past Saturday, so I've been off patches, but I just got my new batch in today. Yes, it was one
Yay.
of those. And I was missing them because the things that I've noticed in the patches for me have been a sense of energy, more energy, I think, and just a more of just a general peacefulness, a calmness, I would say. So I'm interested to continue to experiment with these patches and see how they impact my aging process and hopefully bring me back to to age 30 because that's my goal. So,
Well, I'm mentally quit at 18, but physically, I'm out there. So
well, Tomisa, let's tell us, tell me, tell us, well, since I know a little bit about your story, but tell the audience about how you got involved with these wave patches, how they've impacted you, and I know you've got some really solid evidence of how they've helped you uh, with in your blood work. So tell us about it.
So it's interesting. You know that about 4 years ago, when I was 67, I decided to take a little walk down health and wellness path, and it's been really interesting to me because there's so much I didn't know that I've learned. And just this year, I had a friend give me a call one day, and she's, I know you're into health and wellness, and she goes, I think I've discovered the holy grail of health wealth. And I'm like, well, tell me more. So she began telling me about these patches, and they're just these little tiny little patches. And she was telling me things that she's experienced with them, and then some other testimonies she's heard. And I thought, well, I'm really not unhealthy. I don't have a lot of issues. I wasn't sure. Well, would this be something for me? I was a little skeptical at first, but the more we talked and the more I thought, I have been on a thyroid medication since I was 38 years old. I'm now 71 years old. So it's a lot of years taking a thyroid pill, which I have always despised doing. I don't like to put anything into my body that shouldn't be there. And I guess that has to be there because my thyroid's not working. The Hashimoto hypothyroidism disease that a lot of people have. So I thought, well, what the heck? I will give this a shot. And my first indication would be, or my first thing to do would be go get blood work done, because how else am I going to notice if the thyroid improved or not? It's not an external thing to really be aware of, other than when you have thyroid disease, your hair thins and things like that just aren't really, great. Well, 2 days before I got on the patches, I decided to get some blood work done. So I went in, had the labs done, and my mission was to do the patches and then in 6 months get the results. Well, I guess you could call me a secret patcher because I didn't share all the information with anyone. I just was slapping them on like I'm supposed to. I start out with the Dynamic Duo, which is the X39, and the Eon patch that they tell you to start out with. The X39 is like the holy grail of everything that activates, gets the copper peptide in your body working. And then that gets the stem cells activated to produce the cells that are going to go and heal and work on the areas internally that we may not even be aware of is going on in our body. So interestingly enough, when I got my blood work done, it was unbeknownst to me, I was in stage 3 kidney failure. Now, I don't know what I was supposed to be experiencing, seeing, feeling. I don't know, but that blood work was a shock to me. I have had, good labs, and it's just always been my thyroid that's been the issue. And you have to, play with the meds, or once, you got it set, then you're set for life, probably for the most part. So this was a very scary reading to me. And I thought, okay, well, now I'm doing these patches for 2 things. I'm going to be watching the kidney results and the thyroid results. Well, 2 months into let me just tell you, the first week I was on the patches, I slept great. I always sleep good anyway, but I have never slept better. I got up fully energized. I felt like I was in a deeper sleep. I know I had to be in REM sleep because I was dreaming, and I haven't normally been a dreamer. So that was interesting to me, because at night and when we're sleeping is when our body heals. So I was sleeping better, woke up energized. I felt much more mental clarity. Seemed like the brain fog wasn't quite as thick. And as I progressed through the first 30 days, that energy level and that feeling, just feeling better, I almost noticed every time I would forget to put a patch on. So the first week, it wasn't habitual for me. So I set an alarm so that I'd make sure I'd put my patch on, wear it for the 12 hours and take it off. So, and that's how they're worn, 12 on and 12 off. So fast forward the second month, I've always had a gal that does a facial for me once a month. I've been going to her about 6 years. I'm not one that do blood or needles or any kind of, don't make me not look my age, too horribly bad, but keep my, the dead skins off my face and clean up those cells. So I just get that basic facial every month. And the second month I was on the patches, she knows I don't do any skincare routine, any regimen that, I just don't do anything. And she says, so what are you doing to your skin? And I went, nothing's different than all these years I've been coming here. And she goes, no, I think you're doing something to your skin. It just looks so healthy. I didn't know what to say. So I just went, well, thank you. And, it must be all these years coming in to see you. So I had to give her a plug there, because she was, keeping my skin in great shape. So third month, I go into her and she's like, oh my gosh, no, you are doing something to your skin. And all I could think of was then that it must be the patches. That same month, I had that same month and week, actually, I had a hair appointment, and my hairdresser said, I've been going to her for like almost 25 years. So she goes, what is all this new hair growth that's going on here? And I was shocked by that. I was excited about that, because my hair doesn't grow. It grows very slowly. And like I said, with thyroid meds or with a thyroid disease, you typically are thinning your hair constantly. So I've got all this nice, new, thick hair that is growing like a weed, and I'm excited about it. And the same thing happened at my nail gal. I always get my nails done every 4 weeks. And she goes, oh, I think you missed an appointment. And I'm like, no, this is my regular time. She goes, no, your nails have grown so long that I think you missed an appointment. She literally went back to her appointment book to confirm. And she goes, no, you didn't. But my nails are growing. My skin is looking better. My hair is growing and thickening. And that was exciting to me. So I still was a secret patcher. And then about the 5th month, when I just noticed so many other things, really the fourth and 5th month, I was no longer having floaters in my eyes. My balance was much better. And I love to wear heels. So that made me feel real good about my balance. And again, sleep was just to die for. I mean, it's like I looked forward to having a very, very deep, good sleep to wake up and feel energized and rested. My moods seem to be more on an even keel. Not that I'm a moody person, but sometimes you get a little down, or, you might get a little hyper and anxiety sets in and your mood swings a little bit. But moods have been just kind of on a balanced scale, just alert, brain fog's gone. I do have lymphedema, which I hadn't thought anything of because it's kind of controlled and not medically, but it's just I control my stress. It causes my left ankle to swell. And really, since I was 49, I've had that. And my ankle is just kind of not, it just has a little puff around it. It's not a cankle, but it is a little swollen most every day at the end of the day. Well, suddenly I was seeing an ankle that my left ankle looked like my right ankle. And I was so excited about that. So I started paying even more attention to what was going on. But the best and most exciting thing that I have been passionate about this since all these things have been happening, but I am on fire now because I got my blood work done. And we can reduce my thyroid meds because of the readings from that. So that's a yay. And I'm anticipating that I will definitely in the near future probably be off that thyroid med entirely. And I'm so excited about that. But the kidneys that were in stage 3 kidney failure are absolutely normal. Now, I, again, was shocked that I had that reading. And then to find out that all is well, my kidneys are normal, has to be a testimony to what the patches do. When they activate stem cells, like when we were kids, our stem cells were busy and active and took care of healing and regenerating and taking care of what needed to be done inside our body. They know where to go, they know where the damage is, and they are interchangeable, these new cells. So I just figured that the kidney issue was of most importance, and that stem cell knew where to go and took care of that first and foremost, and then started working other areas like the thyroid. So I feel like I have a new health and wealth about me that is internal, and I don't have to go to a doctor to find out the things that was a shock to me. I'm not much about going to doctors anyway. So this was just the most refreshing way for me to say, hey, I can live younger. I can live healthier. And I am taking care of what's going on inside my body without adding anything to it. These patches are non-transdermal, so they don't interact with anything. They don't put anything in my body. They don't draw anything out of my body. They just reflect light, my own body light and heat. And that activates the peptides that then activates the stem cells. So I am just over the moon in this, and I can no longer be a secret patcher. So I am going to be discussing and telling everyone about it because I want everyone that I know and love to be living their best life, especially as we get older, because things do kind of, slow down and deteriorate, if you will. But if we can find a way to better our daily living just by patching, oh my goodness. And I'm all about eating better and healthier. I do watch sugary, and I don't do processed foods. Cut the sugar down a lot, increase the protein, and hydrate is very important as well, especially on the patches, because our cells need that fluid. But I'm telling you, you don't have to change a lot to feel hugely different in every aspect. You're energized, sleeping well, brain fog are those huge ones. But the things we don't know that are going on inside our bodies, that this patch can activate something that does know and will take care of it, is just mind-blowing to me. It's mind-blowing. So I'm excited to share this with people that I don't know if anybody's heard of the movie where Benjamin Button did that reverse aging type thing, but I want some more Benjamin Button buddies to join me in this longevity ordeal that I'm in now. And hey, I am so excited about it. I'm so happy to be able to share this with you. And I know, like you said, you were running out of patches the other day, and we got this quick order in there for you and hope to get them before Christmas. So I'm happy that you're feeling a difference from it. And I know that that's just how it goes. Every person's body is different, so things will happen differently for everyone, because whatever's going on inside their body that's a personal thing that this patch and the stem cells that get activated will go take care of. So it's just a fun way to experience living longer, living healthier, living younger. And I'm excited. So thanks for asking.
Yes, thank you, Thomesa. I'm very appreciative that you share them with me because, it doesn't replace doing the things like eating right, exercising, doing the things, drinking enough water, and those kind of things. But it's definitely something that we can't really do by ourselves. I mean, it's helping our bodies to heal itself. So it's a tool. Talk about how. I understand that for each decade we are alive, you should give it at least a month for each decade. So I'm 61, so I should give it at least 6 months to get to what my stem cells will be what they were at when I was 25. Is that
Well, they're going
correct?
to be more highly activated. That's just kind of a rule of thumb, they say, because it's not a one patch wonder. It's not, and there are a few one patch wonders. If you ever want to see testimonials, there are some phenomenal testimonials about things that people have experienced, and some rapidly and some a little slower. But excuse me, what they say, rule of thumb, is for every decade that you are on this planet, give it about a month to kickstart and get in there and do what it needs to do. Because at the age of 35, our stem cells start slowing down about 50%. And when we're 65 or older, they're pretty much done doing what they do. So if we can get those kickstarted, whatever issues you have or had, they didn't take overnight to develop. So you just have to keep mentally straight in your mind that, hey, it may take a little longer to reverse or to correct or rejuvenate and repair. And that's the whole intention, is let's see what we can repair, how far we can repair it and rejuvenate it. So that's kind of the rule of thumb. But sometimes people will be on patches 30 days if they're not. And I think you need to really be aware, keep a health chart. I keep it written down, but there is an official health chart that you can get and keep track. Those that like to be a little bit more anal on tracking things like that. But if you just decide, hey, in 30 days, I haven't seen anything, felt anything, you're probably getting off the bandwagon too soon. So I would keep those buttons on and keep that process going, because it will happen. It may be a little slower for you than others. It may be more rapid. So you just never know. Every person's body's different. So hang in there and it becomes a habit. You have to make it a new habit in your life. I keep my patch sleeves. We call these sleeves, and I keep them by my makeup, because every day I'm going to put makeup on, and that's going to be pretty much the same time of day I'm on my consistent lifestyle. So I just say find whatever you can slip it into the habit that you already have, and so it's there visibly, and just slap it on. They are adhesive. They have a little backing that you peel off. You can stick it on your skin. You can stick it. Now, they do have a little booklet that comes with it. It kind of gives the idea of where it might be best suited, because these were clinically tested on meridian points and acupuncture points. So that's where they put in the booklet. That's where they had their best results. But anywhere on your body is going to generate light and heat. As we know, if we wore night goggles, we'd see everybody, in green, that their light is reflecting off. So you can put it anywhere on your body. And some people that don't want it adhesively stuck to their body, just like women can stick it in their bra, men can stick it in a pocket, it's going to activate. So patience and habits being formed is a great thing.
And it's so easy too. It's just a matter of just putting that patch, and I put it on below on my back, my upper back here, which I know is one spot. The other spot is right below the belly button. But because there's a lot to this. This is a lot of information. We're actually going to do a longevity webinar starting January 9th. We're going to do it once a month, and I will give you everyone the URL in a minute. So it's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern time, which is 7 o'clock Central time, 6 p.m. Mountain time, 5 p.m. Pacific time, on January 9th, which is a Thursday. And here is the tiny URL / longevity with an L, Jan with a capital J 2025. So we're planning on doing these webinars for just a half an hour. We don't want to go super long, although we can if we want. And this way, if anyone in the audience would like to know more about the patches, you can come to this webinar. And we actually, you have another, I forget her name. Is it Brenda?
Beth.
The other, what's her name? And tell us about her.
Oh, Beth Steele is
Yes.
the gal that shared this Benjamin Button Buddy patching with me. And I mean, her and her husband have some great testimonials of their own. And we are going to invite another gal that's on that's kind of in our little realm here. She is a massage therapist that is just so acclimated to the body parts and what happens and what's connected here and what. So we're going to invite her. Her name is Rachel. And I'm so excited that we are all you're all about the frequency and energy and all the good vibes. And so we're going to combine with all of our expertise and knowledge to share with those that want to tune in and just get the word out there, because this is like too good to be true kind of a thing, but it is. And you get your own personal testimonials that will blow your mind, like mine did. I mean, who knew, as healthy as I feel and energetic as I am, that I was in stage 3 kidney failure. I mean, that was shocking to me. So to know that in a 6-month period, I have normal kidneys, I'm just ready to share this with everyone. So anyone that can join us, share it with your friends, let them know if you can't. And I think you'll have it recorded, right?
Yes.
Leslie, it'll
We'll have
be
it recorded. We'll record it and we'll have it available. But now, if you are like, I want to know more now, we're going to offer this a free 15-minute consultation. And all you have to do is text the word patch to 727-423-1224. And then we'll give you a call back, make an appointment to talk with you. And I'll get Thomesa on the line, and we'll if you have questions about it, you want to learn more, you want to get the patches right away, and you don't want to wait till January 9th, this is how you can access that information and talk to us about it. So, Thomesa, I want to thank you so much for being part of the show today. You are the fun and longevity consultant. I want to say expert, because you're definitely an inspiration to me as I've I'm into this new 6th decade of my life. When you did your bikini contest and your that was amazing. You're
At
amazing.
69 and a half, I got in a little tiny bikini. And so, yeah, well, my life motto is, if it's not fun, I'm done. And I'm still patching, so it must be fun, because I am not done. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to what the future may bring for me and all of us that kind of jump on the bandwagon and see how we can take care and be responsible for our own health and well-being.
Exactly. We're into this age of Aquarius, which is all about new technologies and innovation. And so, there are these tools, and this company has been around for 20 years. And David Schmidt, who created the patch, tell the little story about how he was contracted by the government to create these patches for the Navy SEALs.
Yes, he was asked by the government to create something that would give energy and stamina to the Navy SEALs without them having to have caffeine. And so he went to work on that. He created this patch, and it was called the Energy Enhancer, his very first patch. And they had great results from that. And shortly after that, that was done in 1999. Shortly after that, 9/11 happened. And so the contract was kind of dissolved, I guess you could say. And David Schmidt continued on with this fascinating discovery that he had made, and he just kept on and on. So in October, this past October, they celebrated 20 years of the 20-year anniversary of this company. So they've been around. It's just we haven't heard a lot about it. And so now it's time to quit being a secret patcher and tell everybody about it.
Right. Shout out from the rooftops. All right. Well, thank you so much, Thomesa. And we'll definitely see you at the webinar on January 9th. And again, here's the link again for that. I will put it in the description below on the YouTube channel. And again, if you would like to have a free consultation with us to talk about it, just text the word patch to 727-423-1224, and we will get right back to you. So thanks
Thank
again.
you, Leslie. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care. All right. Well, I am so excited about these patches because I've got them on my husband, and he's like, I'm like, do you feel anything different? Is anything going on? He's like, there's something, but I can't put my finger on it. So as we go along, I will be uh, sharing what changes we see in him because he's about 7 years older than me. So he'll be 69 this year. So he's yeah, and it's about quality of life. There are these tools out there to help us with our quality of life, and why not, use them, be aware of them and use them. All right, so let's move on to the next segment of the show. And I'm going to briefly talk about some astrological news, what's going on in the celestial realm. So we are in the waning phase of the moon, which means we had the full moon on December 15th, and now we're going down to the new moon on December 30th, just in a few days from now. And what's interesting about this new moon on December 30th, it's the second new moon in the month. And that is actually called a black moon. And there's nothing negative about that. It just means that, the new moon you don't see because it's right in conjunct with the sun. So we don't see it. It's not reflecting the sun. Um, so let's see. Uh, there we go. Sorry. Uh, so we don't see the sun, so I mean we don't see the moon because it's not reflecting the sun because it's right in line with the sun. When it's in line exactly, this is when we have eclipses. But so what's the new moon? Why is it important to know about the new moon? Well, the new moon is the perfect time energetically, as far as the moon cycles are concerned, to start planting new seeds. And the fact that we've had uh, two new moons at a time, and there's been a lot this month with the different planets and stuff um, that have to do with the new moon, with new beginnings and starting new. So we're wrapping up this 2024 and we're getting ready for 2025. And so how perfect is it as we get ready for the new year to plant those seeds? What are your goals for 2025? Reviewing this past year of what went right, what didn't go right, and what things you want to see in your life, what you want to create, because we do create by what we focus on. Our energy, our most important resource is not money or anything like this, it's our attention. This is why you see on the internet, there's so much, um, it's not about money, it's about people's attention. Where are we putting our attention? Because where we put our attention grows. So if you're focusing on negative things, disease or illness or negative things or lack of, you're going to create more of that because that's how the law of attraction works. So it's so important to be aware of what we're focusing on. And that's why I love the new moons and full moons and I'm in tune with the cycles of Mother Nature, which we are a part of. We're children of Mother Earth. And as we are children of Mother Earth, we can be in sync with her cycles. This helps us to, sorry about that noise. Um, this helps us to, just be in harmony and go with the flow as opposed to fighting against nature and our natural things. So this December 30th on the new moon, it is in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is the sign it has to do with structures and organization and these things. So my suggestion on the new moon here on the 30th, take some time to journal what it is, what your intentions are for 2025, not just for this next full moon cycle, but also for the whole year. And think about what is it that I want to create in 2025? What do I want to manifest in my life? Because we are creators. It's up to us. We're not victims. But we have to realize that and take charge, be the captains of our ship. So that's what I've got for you there as far as the astrology for right now. So let's talk about meditation. I've been encouraging everyone to meditate on Sundays at 2 o'clock Eastern Time for just 15 minutes. And I've been encouraging people to use the Heart Math app, which is called the Global Coherence app on your phone. It's another tool that we can use to measure the coherence that we're putting out in the world. So as you know, we can meditate anytime, and we are doing that. but it's nice to have a way to measure that and to also have a tool that helps us connect with other people in the whole world that are also putting out good vibes, meditating, sending love, sending those higher energies, because everything is energy. And this is what we're learning as we've entered into the age of Aquarius. We live in an energetic world. And if we can look and see the world in that way, we can then manage energy in our lives so that we can create everything that it is that we want to manifest. So if you download the app on your phone, just look for Global Coherence on your Play Store, whether you have Android or whether you have Apple. It's a free app, so there's no cost at all. And if you want to be part of the summit group that uh, that we started at the Good Vibes National Good Vibes Day Summit, just go at the bottom of the app, you'll see join groups. And if you put Orange Fire 66 with the O and the F capitalized, you'll be able to be part of the summit group. And my encouragement is to meditate every Sunday together to keep that energy going, to keep those good vibes going. And I picked that time because Pam Gregory, the astrologer, she had suggested this time where everyone in the world to just send out love to the planet to help raise the vibration, because this is how we can really have an impact. It's not a top down. We don't have to accept this top down kind of power structure. The power comes from the people, and we just have to realize that and take back our power by doing this. So let's move on now to Citizens for Disclosure. So what's going on as far as the world in terms of UFOs, UAPs, drones? People are seeing things in the sky, and we're not sure what's going on. I've talked about it before, but if you are interested in this phenomenon of UAPs, I did create a new show where I interviewed the lead team leader of the Citizens for Disclosure group in North Carolina, Craig Richards. And you can actually watch the show, part one. Go to this tinyurl.com/capital GVTV UFO1. Part two will be coming out in about a week or so. And this is where you can learn more about Citizens for Disclosure, where you can learn more about what's going on with UAPs. There's a lot of information out there, but where can we find reliable information? We talk about in the show. Another good resource is the New Paradigm Institute, which is the organization that is hosting these Citizens for Disclosure groups from each of the states. So yeah, that's newparadigminstitute.org. Check it out. And let's see. And if you want, there are actually a couple other movies that have come out regarding the whole disclosure movement. I'm just going to briefly mention them. So Battle for Disclosure is a movie by Stephen Greer that talks about what's actually happening right now. So you can actually go to these tinyurl.com/capital GVTV disclosure movie to see that movie. The other option is the other movie that came out is one by James Fox, which is called The Program. So that tiny URL, you can see this movie at capital GVTV, The Program. So these movies are on the Amazon store because they are available for rent or purchase at this time. So please shop my Amazon store. The way to do that, just go to good-vibes.tv and you'll see it there. All right, so now we are ready to do the Oracle of the Month. So this month we've been working with the Angelic Activations Oracle by Carl Gregg. So as I get these cards together, let's ask Spirit for a message from these cards. And let me pull the other camera up here. There we go. So the Angelic Activations book looks like that. Where is my box? Here we go. And I love in the box, Kyle Gray has this saying you can say, invoke, I guess is the right word, I activate my angelic connection. Thank you, angels, for revealing to me what I need to know. I am willing to listen. And on the back um, of the box there, it says, angels on my left, angels on my right. I am protected by love. I am guided by light. So, yeah, a lot of themes of light right now. Uh, so, yeah, so let's ask Spirit, what message would you want to share with us right now? For the highest and best good of all concerned. And the card that I am picking is this one. That's what it looks like. And on the back, Jeremiah, Jeremiah, I'm not sure how to say that, which says, call back your power. And let me read this. So call back your power. Forgiveness is about no longer allowing someone or something to affect your state of happiness. It doesn't mean you have to forget the past or avoid a situation entirely. Right now, you are being encouraged to take your power, your light, and your capacity to make a decision back into your own hands. By taking back what is yours, you also command respect from those around you. And the activation is, I forgive the past and I give myself the respect I deserve. I forgive the past and I give myself the respect I deserve. So call back your power. So neat. I just opened it up and it's right there. So Jeremiah, not sure how to say it, God's mercy is a powerful angel who shines a light on the aspects of our life that need reflection and honesty in order for us to move forward with love and authenticity. He helps us understand and embody what it really means to have mercy and reach a state of forgiveness. Just by feeling his presence, we may feel guided to let go of an old story that's holding us in our past and fully experience the miracle of our present. Here's the extra guidance. You have been wronged. You have endured unnecessary hurt through the bad decisions of others, and it's time to release their mistakes from your energy. By forgiving someone, you aren't saying what happened was okay, just that it's no longer going to be prevalent in your mind, so that you can live the life of freedom you deserve. Forgiveness is like taking a situation that feels like replaying a movie and turning it into a black and white photograph that you look at now and then, just to remember how far you've come and how you've grown. So again, the activation is I forgive the past and give myself the respect I deserve. So this, I feel, really makes sense right now as we're ending this new year. I mean, this year of 2025, and as we're entering into the new year of 2025, excuse me, did I say 2024? Anyway, we're ending 2024, we're coming in and welcoming 2025. So this really makes sense because forgiveness, when we forgive, we're not doing it for the person we're forgiving, we're doing it for ourselves. Because when we hold resentment or hold any, really it's a resentment and not forgiving someone, they're controlling us. We're letting them control us. So forgiveness really frees us. And this is the way to let go and forgive people who've wronged us and kind of wipe the slate clean. And this way we can move forward with, without any of those um, things, those burdens that are holding us back. So we can be free to move on and create the world of our dreams. So there you go. That is the Oracle message um, of the for this show. And yeah, so there you have it. Now let's uh, leave that one. Okay, so if you like this deck, and this will be the last time I'll be working with this deck on the show, um, if you like it, you can get it on my Amazon store. And again, all you have to do is go to good-vibes.tv and check it out there. So we are ready now to talk about the tip of the week. Every week I like to give a tip to help us raise our vibration. So last week's tip was when you get upset over something, just stop. When you're upset, to stop yourself from just reacting. Take a moment to uh, choose to react instead of, to choose to respond really, rather than just react automatically. When we do that, it helps us from going down a negative spiral of negativity. Because, a lot of times, someone pisses you off and then you want to get mad at them or yell at them or whatever, and then it just puts you in a lower vibration. So if we can stop that reaction from happening and then take a breath and pause and choose how I'm going to respond to this, it's just a better way to handle it. And it does raise your vibration because you're choosing to go spiral upwards as to spiral downwards in negativity. So this week, since we were talking about light, the tip is to solar glaze and actually use the light that is in our world, which is our beautiful sun. We get so much life force from the sun. But it's not always good to look at the sun, of course, during the middle of the day. But the good times to do that, and it's called solar gazing, is in the mornings at first daylight when the sun's coming up, because it's filtered through the atmosphere. It's okay to look at the sun and receive that energy. And you could actually look towards it, but not and close your eyes, but receive that energy from the sun. Just like in the patch, it's activating the light from the patch is activating things in our body to anti-age, basically. Um, the sun also activates things, just like we produce vitamin D, for instance, because when we get enough sunlight, and a lot of times in the winter time, especially up north, where we have less light during this time of the year, we don't get as much sunlight. So then we become deficient in vitamin D. But there's so much more energy and things that we can get from the sun. It's just really nice to, at the beginning of the day if you can, or at the end of the day, just take 10 minutes and soak in, watch the sunset, celebrate the day, receive that energy. And just bring that in. And it does really make a difference, bringing that light into your body. All right. So let's see. I have a couple of comments that I missed earlier. Beth was saying hello, and she said so awesome. And I think she was referring to the Lightwave technology that Thomesa was sharing. Thomesa says thanks for joining, and Thomesa says thanks for your introduction to this mind-blowing technology. Who knew? I do now. Stage 2 kidney failure reversed in 6 months. Wow. I have no words for how excited I am. And yeah, Thomesa is excited about the results, and she just wants to share it with everyone. And I will be reporting my results as they happen. It's very subtle at first. You have to be patient and give the patch some time to let your body work, because we got to this point, you know, for me, in my instance, for 6 decades, right? So it's going to take at least maybe 6 months or less to reverse some of the uh, aging things that have happened in my body. So I am excited to continue with the patch, and I will report the results as they happen. So I want to thank you for watching today and remind you to raise your vibes so you can thrive. We are energetic beings, and when we can see ourselves as these energetic beings, we can uh, create better and create the best life that we can. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel as I am growing it. And I want to thank you for watching, and we will see you next week in the new year, 2025. So peace out, everyone. Take care.